Okay, yeah.
All right. So what we were saying is, yeah, it actually like Batman solidly acknowledges that yes, the Power Rangers do have superpowers, and people often forget that. You know
That
what I
is
mean?
a fair point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most people forget that like I said, Power Rangers generally stand with people like Spider-Man or Captain America, at least on physical enhancement.
Rich did lift up a car that one time.
Yeah, but it's like one of those weird things that's like, even though it's like clear, because they tend to be fighting.
Which, by the way, happened in Decker Ranger too, but they didn't have civilian powers in Decker Ranger, so it didn't make as much sense. It was just
the Bridges' civilian powers doesn't.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I suppose it didn't really have anything to do with that either, but still, it's just a little weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to kind of breeze over the story. So yada yada yada, Brainiac and Zed team up. We get a nice little monsters all over the world, and like obviously there's like an emergency response thing for the for all like I guess like benched JLA members. No JSA members because this is the new 52 kind of.
Yeah, I said no JSA members, and then you get that Hawk Girl, Black Canary, and Captain Marvel. Yes, he's Captain Marvel. We're all JSA members on New Earth. Whatever. Yeah, I guess I just meant the old heads, and yeah, I think I just kind of meant that. Like the guys with like sort of Earth 2 exclusive mythos that was imported to the main continuity, even though Black Canary is a whole whatever. You guys know what I mean.
But
well.
So if you wanted to see Jay Garrick and
screw you.
Yeah, screw you.
And Alan, oh god, I can't remember the 40s Green Lantern.
Alan Scott,
that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah, I happen to really like Alan Scott personally. Like I don't know much about him, but I love his like original design. I don't know why.
Yeah, the original Green Lantern costume it's not as good as the old newer one, obviously, but I don't know. I like it. It's neat.
Yeah, it's interesting. Weird, but it works.
It's probably the most like whatever
non-Green Lantern.
Yeah,
it's like what's this guy's primary color? Green? No, red.
Maybe it's distinguished from the green. I don't know.
Somebody didn't get the memo.
But yeah, no Teen Titans either. I mean, Nightwing does show up, but
the Teen Titans versus the Power Rangers. Now that's something I'd like to see.
That would be cool.
I'd like to see like that with Dino Thunder.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would work a lot better.
Yeah, and to be honest, they probably watched it, or at least Ethan. Let's be honest. There's like a 99% chance Ethan was watching Teen Titans.
Oh, Ethan was for sure watching Teen Titans. He played Yu-Gi-Oh, not Yu-Gi-Oh. I mean. Remember that card game that they played for an episode?
Oh god, I forgot about that episode.
Yeah. Dino Thunder has some weird episodes that kind of vary.
A cartoon episode. Not cartoon, it's like a live action. Happy fish, happy fish, happy fish. It was bizarre. I meant like what was the one with the fish show? I can't remember. That was weird.
That was terrifying.
What was that? It was like...
Okay, so like
I miss Dino Thunder.
Yeah.
I miss Power Rangers in general.
Dino Thunder was a special season for like both sides of the fandom. It has crazily weird and it's got actually good storytelling.
Yeah, we need. I really want the Power Rangers comics to focus on other teams aside from Mighty Morphin, please. And we're like at least we get the original team, which is kind of cool. The
60s team or the Omega Rangers. I thought you meant like the 60s team. That was kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, no. We're talking about like original suits.
I see what you're saying.
But okay, so back to the.
But then again, the last time they tried to focus on teams that weren't, Mighty Morphin. Well, we all know what happened.
Oh God, not Beyond the Grid. I can't remember.
Beyond the Grid, yeah.
Names. That was the one time I tried with the Boom Comics, and it
Really, the worst time.
really was.
Get in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially because like they couldn't seem to keep characters' personalities completely straight. Especially with like Mike. Like it was.
Oh god, don't even get started on the romance with
I'm
him and
so
Tanya. That was
depressed.
just
I'm so freaking depressed, and I might be dating a 17-year-old.
Yeah, it's like
a 17-year-old that's also technically like a 7-year-old that got aged up in a way. So like
Oh,
she's
that
even
too.
younger.
Okay,
we
yeah,
forgot about that.
Because yeah, Tanya wasn't 17 originally.
right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's so much worse.
Oh no.
So much worse.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah. But then again, time travel in Power Rangers has always been incredibly wonky anyway. Especially because
Very true. Very
especially
true.
because there's like implications that like Aisha staying back in the timeline created this weird ripple where it's like her parents ended up moving there, so it's like now she's like always been there.
I think that's what Zordon said.
Something like
Yeah.
Whatever.
So
My brain hurts. Power Rangers continuity is hard.
yeah, see our aforementioned episode.
Yeah.
But
But frick. So,
Maybe I shouldn't be mad at the Neo Saban era for just deciding, you know what, these are all in separate universes pretty much now.
that was really
Maybe they were making a good idea.
Dino Fury. Literally
Charge.
This is not helping. Dino Charge is the only one of those that's canonically in its own universe. We only have 3 universes currently canonically, which are Main Timeline, RPM, Dino Charge.
And probably SPD, let's be honest.
Yeah,
They're
at
gonna
this
wreck
point.
on SPD. They're not brave enough.
Yeah.
They can't even follow through on their own ideas. They're not gonna incorporate somebody else's. They're just gonna be like, screw that. Aliens coexisting, that's just too hard to write around.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back to the thing. So like there's this like big like ensemble DC team up sort of thing where you see like heroes. I like sort of like in the back of my head like, if only there was another universe that was in this crossover that has a bunch of other superheroes that we could see. If only.
I wonder what he's talking about.
I wonder.
I wonder. Come on, man.
But I mean the timeline wouldn't make sense, but still I don't know, you could put who was active at that era? RoboCop, what was his name?
Oh, you mean Gavin?
No, not Gavin.
Blue Centurion?
Centurion? No, he's from the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the future though.
Ninjor? Ninjor?
That would be amazing. Wait, what is going on? What?
I'm trying to like think.
Wait, what is going on? I can't do it.
I can't do the Ninja voice either.
Just do W, right? It's not.
I can only do one, like famous voice, like cartoon type voice, and yeah, we're not gonna do it because I'm gonna get sued.
But yeah, I told you it wasn't that bad. I made specifically like in the text.
Yeah, I know, I saw.
Yeah,
it's Michael Mouse. Oh boy. Let's not get sued today.
Reoccurring elements.
Oh no.
I remember like when either like Illuminati or whoever the was posting like this new Power Rangers universe is gonna be all connected and shared and with all the like all the old Power Rangers in the same universe.
It's always been that.
It's like I wonder what other version of Power Rangers is like that.
This is what happens. You report on things that you don't actually watch or care about. You just want to be a know-it-all because you think that you know everything. F you, Alarmer Nerdy. F you. If I haven't said that enough.
No, guys, Tori is definitely going to be a Ninja Steel. We swear.
Oh my god. I'm glad she wasn't.
Yep.
But yeah, like this weird thing where like the Power Rangers lost their powers for some reason, and then like Batman just kind of opens the Javelin's vault, and just kind of like says, just have at it.
Yeah.
Which, like, just like kind of like the weird thing is like he has shit on the javelin from like villains and heroes.
I was just thinking, why is that on the javelin? Shouldn't it be like on the watchtower?
Shouldn't it be in the Batcave?
Yeah.
Shouldn't all that shit be in the Batcave specifically?
Or the watchtower.
Like, there's Lex Luthor's power suit in there.
Yeah.
Tommy puts it on.
Oh god.
It's actually kind of funny considering all the other stuff that Tommy's done in this set of continuities.
But like the Jason puts on Red Hood's outfit and takes the sword of Azrael for some reason. Batman just has that. Batman just like, well, he was in one, so I just kept it.
Oh lord.
And Treaty just puts on Katana's uniform because she's Asian.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good job, Boom. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job, Boom. You're not gonna offend anybody at all.
It's the same writer who's currently writing for Superman, so I.
Oh man.
Oh
lord. That one's not gonna fly.
Oh, and there's like a whole like whatever. There was like a little like discussion about like discussing the practicality of the box glove arrow with I think Wonder Woman and Kimberly, and she's like, no, I get it. It's like when you want to punch someone very far away, but
yeah. But like, by the way, you know what to make? If any of the Rangers is going to get Lex Luthor's power armor, yes, I get the colors are different, but it should be Billy.
It probably should be Billy. He probably handled it a lot better than Tommy.
Yeah. Especially because
Billy was helping.
Yeah, he was like stuck.
He was helping Cyborg.
Yeah.
Oh, Cyborg got infected by Brainiac. Oh, and Brainiac kidnaps Alpha, and Zed eventually just says "fuck it" and just grows, uses 2 growth bombs on himself, and then Alpha uses a growth bomb on himself. You get a fight between a giant Zed and a giant Alpha.
It's really weird.
It's like very cool.
But,
it's like fan servicey, but not like the fan servicey. Oh, these 2 people are meeting. It's like no, it's fan servicey for their own specific franchises.
Yeah. What's even weirder though is that Alpha gives like this whole speech to Brainiac that's like chopped over like the course of like a fight scene or something, but it's like since when did Alpha give speeches?
Yeah, he gave like a speech on like it's not you're not exactly a 12th level intellect to just steal people. He did like that kind of sounds stupid.
Oh lord.
Like I am a robot, but I help my friends because they are my friends type like deal or something. Because like apparently one weird thing is like Brainiac wanted Alpha on his side because fellow robots or something.
Even though
of course,
kind of a cyborg.
There was a better robot he could have been, asking for help, but God forbid Boom does anything with that.
Dylan.
Several better robots, actually, if you really want to think about it.
Okay, so there's Dylan, there's Circuit, who knows from the future.
There's Venjix. That'd be like the best robot to team up with, probably.
Yeah, Venjix. Literally just Venjix. There's also Mac.
Oh yeah.
I like Mac. I don't care.
Just use your time travel bull crap, like somehow. And then you could
I don't think what's his name doesn't have access to it.
Well, no, he doesn't, but he could. I don't know.
Like, you just steal it from Rip Hunter, kill Rip.
Yeah,
Hunter.
Just steal it from somebody else, and then go back in time to the arc.
Oh, here's the plan. Okay, here's the plan. Give Booster Gold an endorsement deal. and then,
yep, there we go.
Then say, I got an endorsement deal. Travel to 2001. Steal Circuit. Infect Circuit.
This weird owl bot.
Infect Circuit.
I was gonna say like pluck Mac out of. I was gonna say pluck Mac out of that one arc in Overdrive where he like is all suicidal because he figures out he's a robot and he doesn't want to live anymore.
To be honest, as much as people
take that and then make Mac evil.
Yeah, but like to be honest, as much as people rag on Overdrive, I personally think the stuff with Mac being a robot was actually handled pretty well.
It could have been done better, but I did like that whole arc. I thought that was
like it was decently foreshadowed too. Which is
yeah, it was a neat twist. I wish it had been done a little bit better, but I definitely.
Oh, sorry. You were talking about. Sorry. Sorry. What did you say?
Who?
You were. I cut you off.
Oh no, I thought that arc was interesting. It was definitely, I wasn't expecting that. It was definitely a bright spot of Overdrive. I think it could have been done better, but it was interesting.
Well, it's one of those things, let's be honest, with most things in Power Rangers, the statement comes to, it could have been done better.
I think the latter half of Overdrive was extremely rushed.
That's-
Especially considering Bo Kendra had like 80 episodes. Right? How many episodes?
To be honest, I don't know why people are so annoyed at Overdrive. I think most of it is just the Once a Ranger stuff.
Honestly, I think in hindsight, I've become a lot like warmer to it. Like honestly,
Yeah, it's kind of like
we've had far worse seasons since,
yeah,
and honestly, and when you look at like Samurai, for instance, you look at like how unoriginal and how like copy pasted it was, and you look at Overdrive, and Overdrive tried new stuff. No, it didn't all work. In fact, a lot of it didn't, but it tried.
Yeah.
And it was like
villains that
interesting.
went nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had villains that went nowhere. The characterization was kind of all over the place, but like it had ideas.
Yeah, like it as you said, it tried stuff, and a lot of the stuff came to better fruition the next season in Jungle Fury.
Is it as good as Bo Kendra? Heck no. But it's different. It's not like Samurai where it's literally just Shin Kendra, but we whitewash the lead and we water down the scripts. And this is a rant for another day, but
The concept idea for Samurai was a lot better.
it was, but they needed to rush it out because it was rushed in 6 months because they wanted to get to Gokaiger for the 20th anniversary, which they failed because they didn't adapt Gokaiger until the 21st year in the 21st season.
Because
You idiots. They should have just skipped Gokaiger and done Goseiger for 2 years. It would have fit MMPR better. It would have been a better tribute.
Yeah, well, they both work, but in different ways. The problem is that they didn't commit to either and ruined both.
Oh man, this is turning into a different video, but
Yeah,
it's fine.
Anyway.
Okay, I guess next comic book crossover, let's talk about Godzilla versus MMPR.
Oh lord.
That
The
was
thing that people have been waiting for decades, let's be honest.
well, like kids in the white kids in the 90s.
Godzilla versus Dragon Zord. Let's go.
There was a Sentai Godzilla crossover. I did do my research. There was a Sentai Godzilla crossover.
There was?
It was a stage show.
Oh, I'm about to say I've never heard of this. That's probably why.
It was a stage show, and it was Godzilla, Ultraman, and Kamen Rider. I'm not so sure which Kamen Rider. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure it was the first Ultraman, and it was Car Ranger.
Okay.
That's such a random assortment.
It was
Car Ranger, Ultraman.
I'll read ya.
And then I don't-
The Car Ranger mythos is deep.
I love Car Ranger.
Car Ranger is like the only Sentai to get an SNES game.
It's also the only Sentai that has a magical girl ranger. As far as
It's also
Maji
one
Ranger.
of the only. Well, it's not one of the only.
Maji
Sentai,
Ranger.
yeah, that was specifically a magic based.
My favorite thing about Car Ranger though is the finale arc. It's one of those shows where like, oh crap, we have to have a finale. What do we do? The car constellations got drunk, and you don't have your power.
Countdown to Destruction was, I guess, a great adaptation of that. Not Countdown. What was the Turbo one?
Chasing to Space.
Chasing to Space was a great counter to that.
That's one of the things I love so much about Power Rangers, that they could take the same source footage and make things that are so completely different.
Well, Chasing
and
to
work.
Space did not use any Sentai footage.
I mean, true, but it's still you still technically adapt. There we go. There we go.
No.
1 second, his audios. Sorry, I
Hello?
think my wonky net thing decided to time itself out.
I was wondering what was happening.
Yeah, but it's like
Wait,
that-
did you think it's saved?
yeah, it's still recording the same bit. It continued the session. It automatically started recording when we said it was going to be one joint thing. I think.
Okay, I hope so. We'll find out.
Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's like that's what I love. I mean, you know, the fact that you could do that, I think that might be why people are so annoyed at like Samurai, where it's like it's so. I think part of the reason was because around the time of Samurai was when I think most American audiences started to really learn that like Sentai exists, or at least that's what it was for me. So it's like I guess in that gap of where Power Rangers was off for a year, people kind of learned that Sentai existed, and then it's like,
Dragon Knight just couldn't fill the void.
Yeah.
Dragon is just.
And then it's like, oh, okay, this is just blatantly copy and paste. But anyway, back to what we were talking about, Godzilla vs. Power Rangers.
Yeah, I read it. I read the first 2 issues.
I want to read it, but I only read trade, so it's going to be a bit till I get that.
November.
Yeah.
It's pre-orders on Amazon.
So yeah, right when
I honestly didn't even. I feel like I might have heard about it, but I didn't remember it existed until you brought it up.
Discord like a while when it first was announced, just because I'm.
My server is a. Me and my other friend were talking today. My server is an Orphnock. It's just it's completely dead, but it's also alive. It's like an Orphnock from Flies.
But I mean, I don't know. I still keep it alive vaguely.
Yeah.
I still ditch into the ether sometimes.
So what's the plot of Godzilla versus Power Rangers? How do they make this magic happen?
The real plot is synergy and corporate manipulation, but the
sounds strangely meta.
But no, the plot of Godzilla versus Power Rangers is. Let's get the what?
I don't know. You guys got vocals. I figured I'd do so too.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
whatever you're saying.
I was actually just talking about the Super Train Megathron last night with someone.
Alright.
Hasbro's gonna kill this video.
Sorry.
No.
If they haven't already.
Okay, so the plot is essentially, it's a bit like, it's kind of a little edgelord at times.
Huh.
Okay, so basically there's this temple that has the key to the multiverse or whatever, and Rita wants her hands on it. It's like a Buddhist temple or something. And Rita kind of takes it in her hand, and Tommy, at one point, he says he's gonna murder Scorpina. Like, he said something about like Scorpina's corpse. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Scorpina has been hilariously underdeveloped everywhere. She got a micro bit of development in the comics so far. But
wait. What are you doing? That is
going something. But anyway, she's got strangely enough, the most development I've seen for Scorpina has been in the Tommy special. Strangely enough,
the Tommy comic. Yeah.
So it's you would think that of all characters, the Boom comics would have done something with Scorpina, because it's obviously you could do something. The question is what.
Didn't they do her in the...
A little bit. They did a little bit of stuff with her during the Draken stuff, but most of it was pretty unmemorable.
Okay, so
I don't remember it so clear.
Okay, so
wait, by the dragon stuff, do you mean Soul of the Dragon or whatever the?
No, we're talking.
Well,
he started out that, and then Scorpina turns out to be the plot twist villain of Soul of the Dragon, but
I can't remember. I read whatever the one with the Master Morpher was. I read that, but it was very immemorable.
Yes, it was.
All I remember is that Finster was good, and they killed Finster because, of course.
But let's see. Okay, so how familiar are you with Godzilla?
I have a passing familiarity.
Okay, so so whatever.
Does Mecha Godzilla show up? Because that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe in a future issue. I only read the first 2.
That seems like it's right itself. I mean, because Tommy's Zord is literally just like Mecha Godzilla, pretty much.
Well, Godzilla fights Dragonzord in the first issue.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's yeah.
But still, you'd think that would I don't know.
So like whatever, Rita and her gang ends up in the Godzilla universe version of Angel Grove, and they see Godzilla, and I don't know the monster. Someone told me the name of the monster.
I don't know any of them, so
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's not going to be Mothra.
It's not Mothra.
Dang it, that's the only other one I know.
That Godzilla's the good guy here, and Mothra's, I think, supposed to be good. Someone explained to me Godzilla lore, kind of. I only seen like I can count the number of movies I've seen featuring Godzilla on my hand.
I haven't seen any of them. My younger brother is obsessed.
I've seen a few, but they were like years ago. And
I need to watch more kaiju stuff.
Strangely enough, the one I've seen the most was Godzilla 1998, simply because I borrowed the disc from a friend and like never managed to return it. And then I also watched recently, because I learned like a couple of years ago, because I learned it existed, the Godzilla 1998 TV show, which exists.
I heard that's actually good.
It is. It's not bad.
Which is weird.
By the 98 TV show, do you mean like there was a TV show in 1998, or was it like based on?
There was an animated TV show.
Oh yeah, I see. I know what you mean now.
There's like a companion sequel.
I have not seen that, but I bought it for my younger brother for Christmas like a couple of years ago. He really liked it.
But so Godzilla is fighting a monster. I don't remember the name. I'll like put like an asterisk or something when I remember. And
we just make up a name as like a placeholder.
Rumion, because there's a room right here.
Like take inspiration from a Nagamaki on the wall, at least.
Sword mouth.
Okay.
Sword mouth.
Sword mouth.
That actually sounds more like an actual kaiju name.
It sounds like a Power Ranger. It sounds like a Rita monster.
It sounds like a general from a Hasbro era season.
It's
Sword. I have a personality. What is
Power
it?
Ranger,
I don't know.
Force, you will bow before me.
The Hasbro era fans are gonna like nuke us out of orbit, probably.
I mean, I will give Hasbro.
And Izzy would just say, "Okay, boomer."
Probably. I will give Hasbro era credit. Kind of similar to Operation Overdrive. At least it's trying stuff. Though some of the stuff is very safe stuff.
I have opinions. I'm not gonna share them.
Different video, maybe.
Different video.
Very different video.
But okay. So whatever.
Beast Morphers was the biggest missed opportunity of all time.
He's a big
That's all I'll
Go
say.
Agreed.
So
big Go Busters fan, big RPM fan. It was sad. It was a sad time. Moving on.
Okay, yeah. Some of the time.
Moving on. Try to sort of. Okay.
So Godzilla's fighting Sword Mouth. Is it Sword Mouth or Sword Face?
I don't know.
I can't remember our own name.
Yeah. Godzilla's fighting a monster, and Rita and Goldar and for some reason Finster is there.
Of course. Wait, is he alive again now? Oh wait, never mind. This would be.
This is like out of continuity, also different.
That was in the future anyway.
And that was like whatever.
I'm very ADD.
And then he's like looking and like, oh my gosh, we could use these monsters to whatever. And Tommy
take over the world.
Tommy also happens to be there, and the aliens from Alien Planet X, from one of the Godzilla movies.
Are those the ones that like control the Gigan?
Yeah.
Okay.
They like you can't defeat Godzilla, and you can't can't control Godzilla.
That's a s***y idea, guys. It really is. You shouldn't do it.
But we can
essentially.
We can send more monsters like Gigan. Apparently, okay, we have to reset the 10-minute timer.
Oh my god.
One moment.
No, let's just wait till it conks out.
Yeah, but then we don't have to control it.
Oh. Wait, just X out and then we'll do it like a second before. But
alright, yeah, there's time at the top.
But I'm sorry, next time we'll do this better. So So yeah, essentially, like from what I've seen, it's just a giant monster fight, robot on monster fight. It's the entirety of the comic.
I guess that makes sense. I don't really know what else you could do with Godzilla.
Like plot-wise, aside from the plot is sort of dead.
I mean, the thing about kaiju movies is most of the plot usually comes from the human characters anyway, because most of the monster stuff is just them fighting, because that's their monsters they're gonna fight.
Yeah, right. Does Jet Jaguar show up?
I don't know.
Because it's like, originally the question would have just been dumb, because, you know, like people tend to forget that Jet Jaguar exists, but because they recently acknowledged.
Don't forget. People just they
No, I mean it's like it seemed like the company was just like not acknowledging him until like the Godzilla anime that came out on, you know, Netflix a while back, where it's like had Jet Jaguar as like a main thing. So
also for some reason Zordon looks freaking pissed in this.
I mean, to be honest, considering how Zordon's been as of like recently, that's not that strange.
Did you get the thing I sent you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
No, I sent you something right now.
Oh, right now. Okay. Let me see. Sorry. Wasn't sure what you sent me a lot of things on Discord, so I thought you meant like from back earlier. I don't know.
Warsmith's account because reasons, but yeah.
I see. Let me pull it up. We'll see. Yeah, he looks a little pissed.
Yeah, but like he's not like the act. Like what he's saying is not really like equivalent to like his anger.
Yeah, I can't really. The text is kind of blurry. I can't really make it out, but
because it's a copy of the copy.
One off-topic comment I will say: why is Zach like so jacked? Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
I get that Zach is athletic, but I mean,
let's be honest. If anyone's going to be jacked in the group, it's going to be Jason and it's going to be Jason and
he's not only like jacked, he's like adult jacked. Like he's not.
Yeah, like
they're supposed to be 8. They're supposed to be 18. Why does he look like?
That's not Zach. That's Mace before he got his arms cut off.
It really is. That's not Zach. That's freaking.
That's a deep cut.
That's Big E Langston. Like what? He looks like a freaking WWE wrestler. Like,
you know what I was talking about, right? Mace from the Super freaking Parody Rangers.
Oh right, I thought you meant like I don't know why. Okay, I don't know why. I thought you were talking about the Mortal Kombat character.
No,
I don't know his name, but he's the one that he doesn't even have his arm cut off. I'm stupid. Now I know what you're saying.
Yeah, because he was jacked also.
Yeah,
I'm very blonde. I'm sorry, it takes me a minute.
It's kind of like how I imagine Bulk probably once looked, to be honest, because people forget that Bulk actually used to hold the bench press record before Jason did.
I completely forgot about that until like this minute, but I haven't seen Mighty Morphin in forever.
And to be honest, I love what it did, but it's a little like, especially the early episodes, a little too 90s for me to go back and watch.
Okay.
I just have too much of a love for the Disney era, which had a lot more like plot and story and like character, like actual characters and like development and stuff. So I just find it hard to go back to.
Yeah, Jungle Fury is my favorite season because that's actually where
Mine is RPM, but Jungle Fury is definitely in the top 5 for me.
Thunder. All right, but the one last notable thing about this comic is that it was done by the same guy who did the first Batman and Ninja Turtles crossover. Basically, you're familiar with the "This is where my parents died" Raphael meme?
This is where I watched my parents die, Raphael.
Oh, I love that meme.
Yeah, the same artist did this.
That's awesome. Is that crossover the inspiration for the animated movie, or is that like a separate thing?
It's a separate thing. It's weird.
I haven't read that and I haven't seen that movie because I saw like the movie and I was like, I saw it like on like shelves and I was just like, I don't know how that would work. It seems kind of goofy.
The weird thing is, there's a lot of blood in that movie.
The weird
That's
thing about that
funny.
is that could actually work really well when you like consider the darker origins of the Ninja Turtles.
That is fair.
So it's like, strange enough, the weirder crossovers, like it's not the weirdest of things.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, Batman Scooby-Doo is probably the weirdest crossover with Batman.
But that's
I
sort of
mean,
become a
not
tradition.
so much when you realize that
tradition.
Batman is supposed to be a detective.
Well, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But also, it's become a tradition at this point. Batman and Scooby-Doo.
I think it's just
Every-
Batman is way more flexible than people think.
Yeah.
I suppose that you have a point there.
Okay, let's reset, and then we'll talk about another Ninja Turtles crossover, another two Ninja Turtles crossovers.
Oh, wait, one I can actually talk about, because I haven't seen it recently, but I've seen it enough times to...
Okay.
Let's reset.
Moment.
Resetting.